Hello and welcome to episode C of the A to Z of Obscure Collectible Card Games. Today we are going to be looking at the Crow collectible card game of Gothic tragedy. The game was published by Heartbreaker Hobbies and its one and only set appeared in November of 1995. An expansion named City of Angels was planned to be released in October of 1996, but unfortunately it never materialised. The set consists of 122 cards, which use images from the movie as its artwork, along with 10 foil chase cards, which use artwork from the original comic books. In addition to the set, a single promo card was released for the game. It was part of a mail-away campaign, and it was named the Confident Crow, and again used an image from the movie as its artwork. One interesting thing about the game's release is that there were no decks of any kind released. The game was only sold in booster packs. This meant that every single booster pack had to come with a copy of the rulebook. And the manufacturers recommended that players just use 4 booster packs, shuffle them together, and that would be your deck. So, that is what we're going to do right now. We're going to open 4 booster packs each, shuffle them together, and learn how to play. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the box. We have the foil master pack. Each master pack contains everything you need to play, 15 cards, and a rulebook, 4 packs per player. Box looks pretty nice. It's weird that they're called master packs and they're booster packs, but each display box contains 36 master packs, each one contains 15 cards and a rulebook. Alright. Feels odd to be opening the booster box before playing.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. 4 and 4. Alright, I'll put that over there for now. Alright. Let's see what it says on the pack. 4 master packs per player. Recommended. This pack needs 15 cards and a rulebook. There's no mention of rarity anywhere, so I'm not sure if the game actually has rarity outside of the 10 chase cards. Alright, so we have Precarious Situation, Running Scared, A Dead Man Visits You, Looter, Deviation, Precarious Situation, again, so you can get duplicates of the same cards within a pack.
Interesting.
I guess that is just due to using the packs to play.
That makes sense.
Sorry, Change of Heart, The Loft, Weakness, Kind-Hearted Soul, Burdened, Hope Sings Eternal, that's the rulebook, Healing Crow, and Micah. Okay, so each one has a red card and a lot of green cards, I'm guessing. I think the red ones are to do with how you play. So this is the whole rulebook.
Wow. That's it?
Yeah. Oh, and there's the thing about how you send away for the promo card. I imagine that offer has expired now. I hope we're not going to have another anime hen situation on our hands. Spiritual Guidance, Running Scared, A Dead Man Visits You, Looter, Deviation. Oh, that Looter has a different colour too. Yeah. Deviation, Precarious Situation, Running Scared, A Dead Man Visits You, Looter, Dollars Home, Sarah's House, Club Trash, Victims, Aren't We All, Swipe, Shelley Webster, and Tintin. So it does seem like at least the one at the back is like a named character.
Well, usually the 2 at the back have been, but like was Tintin a good guy or a bad guy?
Tintin was a bad guy.
So yeah, the red ones seem like they may be bad guys.
That makes sense. Also, there's no numbering anywhere on the cards, from what I can see. So we have Dollar, Graveyard, Blade, The Boardroom, Intimidated, Dollar, Graveyard, Blade, Delivered Out of Evil, Fear and Bullets, Pain Threshold, Faint, Viciousness, Shelley Webster, and Tintin.
Alright.
So it seems like there's not a huge amount of randomness within the packs.
Yeah. Maybe that helps it play better?
Maybe, yeah. We have Awareness, Your Power is Mine, Skull Cowboy, Spiritual Guidance, Running Scared, A Dead Man Visits You, Looter, Deviation, Precarious Situation, Viciousness, Power of Vengeance, Brutality, Devil's Night in Detroit, Healing Crow, and T-Bird. So that's my deck, I guess.
Alright.
Let's see what you get for yours. You've got Anarchy. Now that's fun. Nervous. Henchman. Delivered Out of Evil. Gideon. Anarchy. Now that's fun. Nervous. Henchman. Bouncer. Mother is the name for God. Makeshift Weapon. Fleeting Happiness. Cut Off. Superior Crow.
Cool.
And T-Bird. So the game seems interesting, at least. Like, just the fact that you... I don't even know if there's any sort of deck building to it. I don't know if it's just you are supposed to just grab 4 packs and play, or if you're ever supposed to go into building your own deck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Graveyard. Blade. The Boardroom. Intimidated. Dollar. Graveyard. Blade. Delivered Out of Evil. Gideon. Swipe. Vantage Point. Firepower. Captured. Officer Albright. Wow, that card is well miscut. And Criminal Scum. Intimidated. Dollar. Graveyard. Blade. Delivered Out of Evil. Gideon. Anarchy, now that's fun. Nervous. Henchman. Gideon's Pawn Shop. The Big Moby. You Never Stop Dying for Me. Not a Good Night for Bad Guys. Ruthless Crow. And T-Bird. And the final part of your deck. Awareness. Your Power is Mine. Skull Cowboy. Spiritual Guidance. Bouncer. Awareness. Your Power is Mine. Skull Cowboy. Spiritual Guidance. Power of Vengeance. Brutality. Devil's Night in Detroit. Arson. Lonely Crow. And Criminal Scum. Alright, so let's sit down and see if we can figure out how to play this thing.
Alright.
Welcome to the Crow collectible card game. In the Crow, players earn vengeance points by simulating the revenge-driven battles of the feature film. Once a player has collected 25 VP, he wins the game. The game begins when Eric Draven is reincarnated into our world as the Crow to avenge the brutal killing of himself and his girlfriend Shelley. Eric is immortal in this form and cannot be killed by normal means. There are 4 types of cards: Angels, Devils, Bystanders, and Specials. Angels are good guys and have blue backgrounds. I don't think we saw any blue backgrounds, did we?
Yeah, no, those are the ones that are like the Crow.
Devils are bad guys and have red backgrounds. Bystanders are neutrals and have yellow backgrounds. Specials are cards you play to make your game more involved and they have green backgrounds. On soul cards, the number within the black crow is its attack rating. The white crow contains its defense rating. Setting up. Any number of people may play. Before the game, design your own playing deck from your available cards. You should have at least 60 cards in your deck, and may not have more than 4 copies of any individual card. Each player shuffles their deck and draws 7 cards. Peacefully decide who goes first. During your turn you first draw, then you perform actions, and finally you discard. Then the next player takes a turn. The draw. If you have less than 7 cards in your hand at the beginning of your turn, draw until you have 7. If you have 7 or more cards, do not draw any cards. If your draw pile runs out of cards, shuffle your discard pile to form a new one.
Okay.
You may perform 3 actions. You do not have to perform all of your available actions, but any leftover actions are wasted. Perform an Enter the Struggle action to take a soul from your hand and place it on the table ready to fight. Any number of souls may be in play at any time, even if there is an identical soul in play already. To attack, follow these steps. Announce attacker and defender. Choose one of your souls to be the attacker, and then choose another player's soul to be the defender. These 2 souls are referred to as the attacker and defender throughout the combat. A few rules when choosing attackers and defenders. Angels may only attack devils. Devils may only attack angels. Bystanders may attack anyone. I mean, we just start playing, I think, and then we know.
I think we get it.
Yeah.
So if I play Gideon, I need to discard 3 virtue worth of...
Yeah.
I don't have anything with any virtue.
All cards have virtue.
So if they don't have a number, it's just 1?
Is it a green card?
Yeah.
No, the green cards are all worth 3.
Oh!
That's what it said. The special cards are always worth 3.
Okay. I'm going to attach this to Gideon as an action.
What is it?
I may attach items to this soul at any time with no action cost.
Okay. Alright, so my first action, I'm going to play T-Bird.
Okay.
And discard this. Then I'm going to play Healing Crow. Discarding this. So then the crow's going to attack this guy.
Okay. So they both wound each other?
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me look at my hand real quick.
Okay. Well, they, yeah, we both get to like play.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I want to discard this at the end of turn.
Okay. So I have 3, so I'll draw 4.
Yep.
A ruthless crow.
Okay. What does he do?
May wound any devil as 3 actions. A devil cannot be killed this way.
Okay. So I draw up to 7. Alright, as 1 action I'm going to heal the crow.
Okay.
And then as another action I'm going to have him fight that guy again.
Okay.
So it's going to injure the crow but kill your guy.
Oh wait, you take him.
Yeah, I take him as like my points. So is he 3 points then or is he just a point?
I think he's 3 points.
Okay.
I'm going to use my actions to injure T-Bird.
What is... Oh, that just injures the devil as part of an action.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2 actions?
It's all 3.
So I draw. Okay, I'm going to play out Dollar.
Okay.
Discarding this. Then I'm going to play this as a... attached to a devil. It's 1 action. Gives him +1/+1.
Okay.
And then he is going to attack your crow.
Play this. It gives me an extra action.
Okay, so it's just a free... You get 1 extra action this turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll trust you, I can't see a thing.
I'm going to play a bouncer.
Okay, what's he do? He's a 4-2. Okay.
I don't know why I'm so bad at math. Yeah.
Alright, he finally dies.
Alright, what are you at?
22, I think.
Alright.
Tintin's gonna attack this guy.
Yeah.
I did it!
Good job.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. It's a very interesting game.
Yeah. I do like the idea that you can just kind of buy 4 packs and play.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too hard to learn. I mean, the rulebook was really small, but
yeah,
didn't really need any more.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that gameplay was pretty fun. Now let's jump back into the booster box, open up the rest of the packs, and see what we get. Alright, so here we are with the remainder of the box. 8 packs down for the decks, but then we have the rest of the packs here. Alright. So the only things we know we're looking out for that are different are the foil chase cards.
Okay.
I think most of the stuff we actually did see. Blend In, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we saw... I think we saw that one.
Yeah.
Vision of Weakness, Resources, Healing Crow we saw, and... Oh, Fun Boy, he's new.
Yeah. He's a 1/5.
He's a 1/5, so the opposite to Tintin. Tintin was a 5/1, I think. And a 1/5 is interesting if he like takes down Lost and Remorse. That might be you. Because if there's anything with like low toughness or anything you can make have low defense with items and stuff, he's going to take them down and not take hits himself.
Yeah.
Vantage point, I think that one's new.
I think I had one of those
Did
in
you?
my deck.
Okay. The Crow, you had that one. Oh, and Top Dollar. He's new.
Oh, he's a crime lord too.
Crime Lord. If you have Micro in play, he gets +2 to DR. Okay, so I think he's a 4/2 and she was a 2/4. And if you have them both in play, they both become 4/4s.
Oh, that's cool. So I liked the game. I think I would have liked the suggestion that it made with playing one deck as only angels and one as only devils.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. We could have, but we'd have had to then obviously open more and like build an actual deck and stuff. Oh,
ooh!
So that is one of the foil chase cards. That is Fear, +1 to attack and attach to game any time. This card affects all souls in play, but not their virtues. Interesting. So it just becomes part of the game. That's cool.
Oh.
Ruthless Crow and Funboy. So yeah, it was 10 different foil chase cards. I'm not sure exactly how rare they were. Like that might be the only one we get out of the box. We might get another one or two. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see as we go. But it looks cool, and it's the image from the original comics rather than the movie image looks really nice. I've seen most of these.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah. Oh, there's Officer Albright with his stats actually in the thing.
Okay.
The first one we got was an error version. It's Funboy again. So we noticed as we were playing, the Officer Albright we got was the error version where he's missing his stats. And I didn't know... Like, I was vaguely aware that there was one other card in the set had an error version. But the other one is just... It's a thing without stats, it's just missing the dashes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know off the top of my head what card it is, but his was on where you can't actually play him if you
don't know what his stats are. That's interesting that we got a correct one and an error one in this one.
That's definitely not what I would have expected. And there's T-Bird. Yeah, I would have expected that if there was an error in the box, they would all be errors.
Mm-hmm.
It might just be that he appears like twice on the printing sheet. Like if one on the sheet was an error and one was corrected.
I could see that.
That's a possibility. Maxi Dogs. That's new, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sarah. I haven't seen Sarah. What does she do? May never have weapon attachments. If killed by a devil, all cops in play gain +2 to AR and DR until the killer is killed.
That's cool.
Skank. You may spend 10 virtue points to have Skank escape any combat and return to your hand.
Cool.
I think Shelley had a similar sort of thing to Sarah, where the cops got boosted until the killer was killed. So it seems that there is some synergy between different cards, like Shelley and Sarah had stuff, and Darla and Sarah had synergy, so there is potential for actual building of decks.
Yeah.
Invulnerable Crow, did we see that one?
I don't think so.
He's just a 1/5, and that's it. That's his only stat. And it's Funboy again.
I mean, there aren't that many characters in the movie.
Yeah.
So...
it seems like if you're getting like one angel and one devil per pack, it seems at least, then yeah, they're gonna have to be reusing some of them.
Yeah.
Resolved Crow. He's he's just a 5/1, and then that's the other one who pops in, I'm guessing, and there's T-Bird again. It's just kind of funny that we saw so many what's this called? Funboys.
Yeah.
But we've seen like one of each of the two crime lords.
So I mean, they probably do have rarities, just not spelled out.
Yeah. Sarah again and Funboy again. But I don't know if it's just like within like within the angels, certain ones are rarer. Within devils, certain ones are rarer. So obviously, if it's fixed one angel, one devil per pack, then. Yeah.
Well, it's sort of seemed like at the beginning of the pack, there's a lot of stuff that's been similar. Usually, if we're seeing something new, it's toward the end of the pack before the starter guide.
If fighting a crime lord, he gets +2/+2, and criminal scum. For each additional scum you have in play, your scum's AR is +1.
I had one of those.
That's right. That's the first one that hasn't been upside down at the back of the pack too. Not sure why. So yeah, it might be that there's some amount of commons, some amount of uncommons, and then the fixed guys at the back. But it's hard to say without any sort of indicator on the card. You see, there's only a copyright line. Like lightning. Driving beats. Yeah, those are some new ones I don't think we saw.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's attached there. Eric Draven, the Crow, 3/3, and you can have one Crow in play. Huh. It's a fun boy again. So yeah, so there are 3 different Crows that seems that we've seen that don't have abilities. There's 5/1, a 3/3, and a 1/5. And it seemed that I think the ones that did have abilities were 2/2s.
Right.
Or 2/3s. Like they had weaker stats overall. So, like, that makes up for the fact. The one that I had that could untap itself is... Well, it's a really miscut Sarah as well. And Tintin. The one that I had that could untap untap angels, which could then untap itself because it was an angel, was kind of nuts. I don't know if the intent was that he could untap himself, but... By all intents and purposes for the game, he is an angel. Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
You're saying that he isn't.
I mean, but you can only have one Crow in play, so...
Right. So yeah, so it's not... But I mean, just even if he just sat back and you never... If you never attacked with him... Like, the only way he'd get rid of is if you could attack him twice and kill him.
Yeah.
If I just left him back. And then... Because if I ever need to, I just use an action to untap him on my turn. If you ever wounded him.
And then he just shuffles back in even if he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, 2/3, heal an angel. It's into it. We did actually watch The Crow a week or 2 ago in preparation for doing this. I'd seen it a lot of times, Laura hadn't seen it.
I liked it.
You liked the bird.
I did like
the bird itself. Skank. Spend temperature points. Oh, he's escaped combat.
The idea was really cool.
Yeah. We have not watched any of the 2000 sequels or film series that were made.
Ooh.
Lament. Attached to game at any time, all souls in play may have multiples of the same attachments. So it seems like, I'm guessing the foil cards are all... Oh, Detective Torres, he's nice. He's a cop. And another top dollar. See, I'm guessing the foil chase cards all affect the game as a whole, rather than...
Like one specific.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you had them, you could build your deck around knowing that you're trying to get the effect into play. So, if I was playing that one, I would be able to put lots of the same enchantment and stuff in my deck. Whereas if you would probably build a deck without as many duplicates, because you wouldn't be expecting to get them all into play on people at the same time, or on the same person. They also do stuff really cool. But there's probably a chance that we complete the full 122 card base set from opening the box.
Possibly, yeah.
And then there's just some of the foils we would be missing, and the one promo card. Sarah again, and Micah. She was the 2/4 that becomes a 4/4 if you have top dollar in play.
I'm kind of disappointed that the bird hasn't been on any of the cards yet.
Just the actual crow?
Yeah. She was my favorite.
Shelley's ring, I think that's a new one.
Oh, cool.
Attached to an angel as an action, gets them +1 to ring. I had a couple of cards in my deck that I never got to use, but there was one that turns an angel into a devil, and one that turns a devil into an angel.
That's cool.
So that if they have like devil-specific equipments and stuff on them, they would just fall off and get discarded.
Mm-hmm.
And it means that they can be attacked by the other person if needed.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily we never got to that point where, where we couldn't be attacking because we had the wrong people in play.
Right.
But I do get why this game said like have a certain number of bystanders in.
Yeah.
Just so you can be attacking the people you need to be attacking.
Ooh.
There's a third foil. Irony. Attached to game anytime, all players may perform 4 actions per turn.
Cool.
Crow and Fuckboy. Yeah, that one seems cool, but that one is one where, you're always going to give your opponent the same advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily you can, put it in at their end of turn. Or, right at the start of your turn. So you get the ability first. It could just be like a game winner, where if you plan it out where you can win with 4 actions, but they're not expecting you to have 4 actions.
Yeah.
Ooh, Officer Annabella, she's new. 2/4 cop. If you also have Officer Albright in play, she gets +1 to AR. And T-Bird. I like that more of the good guys have synergies and stuff between them than the bad guys.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I think that's a new one. Attached to any soul is 3 actions, -2/-2. Using Crow and Convoy. Only a few packs left now, but the box has done us alright. I wasn't expecting, 3 of the 10 chase cards.
Yeah.
I was figuring the chase cards would be 1 a box at most. So that's really cool. Vengeful Crow and Micah. As we go through the box, I know we've seen a bit more of Funboy, but it seems like it's kind of starting to balance out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
I really like the art on the...
Crow and Skank. On which ones?
On the 10 separate cards.
Yeah, they're using the comic book art.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to have done that, because obviously the comics came way before the movie did, or at least a little before the movie. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to have a throwback to those.
Aww.
It's Gabriel the cat. Here's a 3/2. While in play, all your angels get +1 to AR and DR, but not Gabriel. Multiple Gabriels give multiple bonuses.
Awesome.
And Funboy. That was one we hadn't seen. Gabriel the cat.
I did also like Gabriel the cat.
You like animals, so. Alright, final pack. Lonely Crow and Skank again.
Alright.
Alright, so 3 of the 10 chase cards out of boxes. Not too bad.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so closing thoughts on the game. Gameplay, very fun. Definitely worth checking out. I would sometime try it where we put together our own decks rather than just using 4 sealed packs, because it seems like you can get some more exciting things going, some more synergy, and maybe have an actual plan of attack before you go in, and so you're not just kind of making things up on the fly based on what you get. When I first saw how small the rulebook was, I was pretty worried that it was going to be either way too simple or not explained properly. As it turned out, the rulebook was fine. It explained the core rules in enough detail that you could start playing, and any additional rules and any craziness were all explained on the cards. was definitely a really nicely designed, really cool game, and it is a shame that it didn't keep going. Visually, the cards look okay, but they don't stand out or really pop or anything like that. That, I think, is mainly because they're taking artwork from a movie that is quite visually dark, and while that works in film, just taking screenshots from that doesn't really do too well on the cards. The layout in general was good though. All of the stats are right up the top, they're easy to see, the effects are nice and clear, so there's no confusion during gameplay or anything like that. The chase cards that we saw as we were opening the booster box do look incredible. The foiling is a very, very nice, flat, clean foiling, and I'm a huge fan of the comic book artwork that they picked for the cards. They look really cool. And finally, what is this game like collecting-wise? Well, as you saw from a booster box, you're probably going to get almost all, if not all, of a complete base set. It's only the chase cards you're really going to be looking for, and we saw you got 3 of those for a booster box, which is not too bad. Unfortunately, like with most of these obscure games, the singles market isn't very big and fleshed out, so it's not going to be the easiest to try and complete a set. You shouldn't find it difficult finding a booster box on eBay. There were quite a lot of them there when I looked and when I got mine, but once you've opened that, it is going to be a bit of a grind, just waiting for the right cards to come up that you're missing from your set. But when they do come up, they shouldn't be too expensive, and it should be fairly simple to finish off a set if that's what you're looking to do. This game is definitely one where I am looking to put together a set, and I will make another video showing it off if I manage to complete it. So that is all from me for this episode. Hopefully you will join me next time when we are taking a look at the game Dark Age. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!